Welcome to Birds of Prey Sports, where we weekly cover Ravens and Orioles news. We're your hosts, CJ and Jared. And in this video, we're going to be doing a pregame for tonight's Thursday night football matchup versus the Bengals. Um, a matchup in which we can sweep the season series against them. It kind of makes me mad because we should be 2-0 going into this matchup in AFC North in our division, but it is what it is with the Ravens. But hopefully we can be 2-1 after tonight. Um, as always. Defense has to hold up. They didn't last time against the Bengals, and Joe Burrow had a five touchdown performance, I believe. It was something crazy like that, and he went off, and tonight's game has to be a statement. I know we made a statement against the Broncos last week, but we gotta make another one. And we're unveiling the new uniforms, the beautiful uniforms that everybody's been talking about. Let's make a statement in them. It's embarrassing. You can't lose tonight with just it's almost like a promotion kind of, but you can't lose tonight. It's just too much aura going into it. And this is a special night. And so I just really hope that the defense tighten up. That's kind of where I'm going to start at. It's a good segue. And to me talking about the defense, like I said, I hope they can tighten up. Just whatever is going on. It seems like there's always a little bit of drama. I feel like there's some drama going on, and the Ravens are being very tight-lipped about it. They're not letting us know, but just whatever is going on, just put it to the side and let's just play some good ball. We release Yannick so we don't have pass rusher help. Um, I don't know what's going on with Mark. Come on, bro. Lock, I know what you're laughing at. Lock in, lock in. I don't know what's going on with Marlowe. He didn't really play that much in the Broncos game. Um, you know, it's just we gotta lock in. We really do. And I need to see a vintage hand from Justin Madubuike. I mean Namdi Madubuike. It almost feels like I'm saying a curse word whenever I say Justin. Like that's not his name anymore. Namdi Madubuike. I want to see a vintage 2023 game from him. I really feel like it's him and Owe that needs to step up tonight. Because we weren't really sacking Burrow the last game. It relied on Marlowe to get that game sealing pick. Let's make the defense's life a little bit easier, their job a little bit easier, and get some sacks. Maybe that will prevent him from tearing us up all night. So, what are your thoughts going into this game?
Um, maybe with Yannick being, gone for this game, then maybe Tavius Robinson can get a chance to maybe shine even more. I believe he
Oh
got a
yeah.
sack on Burrow earlier this year. Nandi
Yep.
actually had that crucial sack um in the fourth quarter versus the Bengals where it kind of really put their drive away where they couldn't go ahead and drive down the field and go for a winner there. So, hopefully Madubuike turns it up like how he did in that moment right there. But yeah, I mean, I think that we could, I don't want to say shred, but I think we could definitely tear the Bengals defense apart, this t in this game here, especially with all the atmospheric stuff. You got prime time in Baltimore. So it's just going to be, I think the offense is going to be on it. It's just, is the defense going to be on it, because you have a good chance to, send yourself in a good position after starting 0-2 to send yourself to 7-3 before a little bit of a mini bye, here as you're going to get some time off between your next game, which is versus the Steelers. So you're going to have to lock in for that game as well because those games, even though I think we have the better team, they're never guaranteed. I think they have a better team now than they had before. So I mean, we could be staring at 7-5 or 6-5, I should say. If we wind up losing this game right here, now should we lose to the Steelers and the Bengals? Probably not, but we can't troll in this game. Honestly, that's the easiest way to put it. And I agree with what you said. You got to get pressure on Burrow, make him uncomfortable. If there's one thing Burrow, does is like if you make sure that his pocket's uncomfortable and make him feel uncomfortable in the pocket, then I think you can get some turnovers on him and some errant throws or whatever. Burrow is a really good quarterback, and I think that he's really good against the blitz as well. So we're any guys to get home, maybe with four. So like I said, Owe, if Ojabo's playing, then him. Kyle Van Noy, Madubuike, everybody. Everyone's got to get home, play a little bit more amped up. It's. I know you just played Sunday, but I feel like you guys didn't have use all your energy. Didn't seem to get a lot of didn't seem to get very banged up in that game versus the Broncos. So you got some time off. turn out the notch 8 or 9 tonight. Because like
Yeah.
I said, it's prime time. You want to show out, so turn the notch up a little bit. So hopefully that they're able to do that. Like I said, hopefully our offense continues to stay at the pace that they're going. They slipped up in the Browns game, so but it seems like the offense gets a little weird when it comes to divisional games. So hopefully they lock in for this game. Hopefully Lamar has a great game tonight. Henry has a great game, and Keith Mitchell's back, so hopefully we probably won't see a lot of him this game. Probably won't see a lot of him or Deontay Johnson in this game, but I can imagine that Henry, Keaton's gonna his role is gonna start to increase after this game, after some more practices and whatnot. So honestly, I'm excited for this game. Like I said, primetime Baltimore is always an amazing thing.
We better see more Deontay Johnson. Why do you get him if you're not going to use him? I hope we do see it. That's just
Well,
the
we didn't really
muck
see him
and
on Sunday. I don't think that we're gonna use him then like 4 days later very often. He's gonna have all that time to continue to learn the playbook, continue to learn his role here. So hopefully the rest of the season, at that point it'll be like 6 games, so or 6 or 7 games, I should say. So hopefully the seven afterwards he can contribute a little bit more.
yeah,
Hopefully Ojabo
yeah.
wasn't a healthy scratch again.
That's the muck and harbug way, whatever that is. So, um, I think we can get into those stats.
All right. Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna put you over here. To read off the Bengals. Can you hear me by the way?
Yep.
Right, to read off the Bengals offensive statistics, Bengals average 26.2 points per game, which is seventh in the league. They average 330.6 yards per game, which is 17th in the league. They average .445, yeah, points per play, which is seventh in the league. They average 5.6 yards per play, which is 14th in the league. They have the third best third down conversion rate at 46.90%, and they had the 15th best fourth down conversion rate, which is 57.14%. They have the third best red zone scoring offense at 69.23%, scoring touchdowns, and they average 3.1 touchdowns per game, which is fifth in the league. The rushing statistics, they run the ball 39.25%, which is 27th in the league. They average 4.1 yards per rush, which is yards per rush, yeah, which is 24th in the league. They average 23.1 rushes per game, which is 26th in the league. They average 94.2 rush yards per game, which is 27th in the league. And they average zero point 0.8 rush touchdowns per game, which is 17th in the league. Their passing offense, they throw the ball 60.75% of the time, which is sixth in the league. They average, I'm sorry, their 70.20% completion percentage is fourth in the league. They average 77.4 yards per pass, which is 14th in the league. They average 33.6, excuse me, passes per game, which is 11th in the league. They average 236.3 pass yards per game, which is seventh in the league. Interception thrown percentage is at 1.32%, which is eighth in the league. And QB sack percentage is at 6.21%, which is 13th in the league. So got to get the Burrow tonight. They also have the worst field goal conversion rate in the league. So that's something to look out for. So, I didn't even realize this. They had the turnover margin here. That's pretty cool. Should we start reading that off?
Yeah, we can start right now.
All right. Well, their offense, their turnover margin a game is at plus point one, which is 15th in the league. Their giveaways per game is at one, which is seventh in the league. Their takeaways per game is at 1.1, which is 15th in the league. I read the interception thrown percentage, which is 1.31%. They average 0.04 penalties per play, which is first in the league. They average 4.6 penalties in per game, which is first in the league. So not very penalized. They average 37.2 penalty yards per game, which is first in the league, and they average 8.2 yards per penalty, which is 18th in the league. So um very very interesting. I guess time percentage, they are 47.93%, which is 24th in the league. So you can read off the defensive statistics now, sir.
All right. So opponent points. Let me move you over. Opponent points per game, 25.2, which is 25th in the league. So we should be scoring a lot of points this game. Opponent yards per game, 242.9, which is 19th in the league. Opponent points per play, 0.381, 19th in the league. Opponent yards per play, 5.2, which is ninth in the league. Opponent third down conversion percentage, 44.54, that's 26th. Opponent fourth down conversion percentage, 66.67, that's 23rd. Opponent red zone scoring percentage, 67.86, that's 27th. Opponent touchdowns per game is three. So,
I want to have some breaking news. I guess whatever you want to call it. Orlando Brown
oh,
Jr. will not be playing tonight for the Bengals. BJ Hill is expected to play. Haven't heard anything on T. Higgins yet. They said he was doubtful, so gonna assume he's not gonna play. So
he's probably gonna
Orlando
play.
Brown. Well, if that's the case, then you know how to tackle him. So, but like I said, Orlando Brown Jr. will not be playing this game. So that is another reason for our defense to go after Burrow tonight.
Yep, exactly. Cincinnati defense opponent rush play percentage, 46.64, 24. Opponent yards per rush, 4.2, which is sixth in the league. Opponent rushes per game, 30.9, which is 28, which is 28th in the league. So Derrick Henry should be feasting tonight, like how he did the other game. Opponent rush yards per game, 130.4. Just
Somehow that's
18.
not worse.
I know I'm saying that. Like I'm reading off their red zone scoring percentage, like 67. That's a that seems like a good percentage for an opposing team. Opponent rush TDs per game, 1.3 is 29. So their rush TD per game is better, but their rushing defense, we should be
Not really.
gashing
It's 29th in the league.
them.
All
Um,
right.
opponent pass play percentage, 53.36, ninth in the league. Opponent completion percentage, 64.78, that's 15th. Opponent yards per pass, 6.7, that's ninth. Opponent passes per game, 33.4, that's 23rd. Opponent pass yards per game, 212.4, that's 17th. Opponent interceptions thrown percentage, that's 1.99, that's 16th. And sack percentage is 5.35, that's 29th.
God, this shit is ass. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't even, I'm sorry for my language, but God, this is terrible. This makes our defense look really good. And 24th, 28th, 29th, like freaking out, 23rd, 29th. Like, what the hell? What are they doing in their defensive meetings? I guess I could be saying the same thing about our defense, but still. Anyways, not gonna read off like how I read off the ones.
Oh, getting used to it already. Opponent turnover margin per game, negative 0.1, which is 15th. Takeaways per game, 1.1, that's also 15th. Giveaways per game, 1.0, that's 7th. Opponent interception thrown percentage, 1.99, that's 16th. Um, and yep.
I gotta read the defense here.
Oh, the penalties? We're doing the penalty statistics?
Yeah, I read it all. You gotta read it all. You
Oh,
don't
okay.
listen to me? You don't listen to me? Oh. It's like,
Shut up before I put you on the field. Opponent
all right.
penalties per play, 0.4, which is 31st. Wow, we could use that. Opponent penalties a game, 5, which is 30th in the league. Opponent penalty yards per game, 30, not 38.9, which is 29th. And opponent penalty yards 10
Per penalty.
per penalty, 7.8. I wonder what the Chiefs are. Theirs has to be like
That's actually a great question.
crazy.
Let's look at that. It probably doesn't look as bad, but maybe we're overrating it. But where's Kansas City? Offense. Third, 12, 29, 10, 17, 17, 18. So I guess it's not that bad. Who is the most rigged team in the league then? It's like, anyways, gonna move on to the actual statistics here, individual player statistics, I should say. Joe Burrow this season has played 9 games, 212 completions on 302 attempts, 70.2 completion percentage. He has 2,244 yards, 7.4 yards per per attempt, 249 point 3 yards per game. He has 20 touchdowns to 4 interceptions. He has been sacked 20 times this year, and he has 108.1 quarterback rating. Chase Brown, I believe, is injured. If I'm not mistaken, was it Zach Moss or Chase Brown? I forgot who it was.
I think it was Zach Moss.
I think it
No,
was
it was
Zach
Chase
Moss.
Brown.
It was
I
Chase
think,
Brown. Well, Chase Brown before injury. Actually, let me check real quick before I'm wrong here. Um,
no, it was
no,
Zach
Zach
Moss.
Moss. Zach Moss. It was Zach Moss. But well, anyways, their main running back here. Oops, sorry. Right, their main running back here is Chase Brown. He has 105 carries, 479 yards, 4.6 yards per carry. He has 4 total touchdowns and 53.2 yards. No reason to read off Zach Moss since he's not going to play. Burrow, 27 for 170, 117. So now receiving is probably their biggest threat of all in the offense. Jamar Chase has 55 receptions on 70 targets, 717 yards, 13 yards per catch, 7 touchdowns, and averages 79.7 yards per game. Mike Gesicki, the guy who cannot grade for shit, has 30 receptions, 36 targets, 353 yards, 11.8 yards per catch, 2 touchdowns, and 39.2 yards per game. T. Higgins, while he is doubtful, me and TJ do think he's going to play, but we'll guess we'll see. He gets 29 receptions on 45 targets, 341 yards, 11.8 yards per reception, 3 touchdowns, and he averages 68.2 yards per game. What was it? Andre Usivas? Usivas? How you say it?
Andre
Osivas?
Yosivas. Yosivas.
Yosivas. Okay. Has 15 receptions on 31 targets, 199 yards. He has 13.3 yards per catch, four touchdowns, and 22.1 yards per game. I believe, and Eric All, I believe he's injured as well, along with Zach Moss. Chase Brown has 21 receptions on 26 targets and 98 yards out of the backfield. He does have 2 touchdowns, though. I believe the 2 touchdowns, one of them was versus us. So, but I don't remember exactly. So, anyways, you can read off the defensive statistics here, sir.
All right. So we have Logan Wilson. We don't like him. Played in all games so far. 88 total tackles, 46 solo, 42 assists. He has one tackle for loss, one pass deflection or pass defended. Jermaine Pratt also played in all 9 games. 81 total tackles, 47 solo, 34 assisted, one tackle for loss, four passes defended. He also has a pick. Um, Geno Stone, our former
PICK.
safety.
Mm-hmm.
He's also played in all 9 games so far. 46 total tackles, 25 solo, 21 assisted. He has two passes defended and one interception. Um, Cam Taylor-Britt, the trash talker, has 45 total tackles, 32 solo, 13 assisted, 9 passes defended, and one interception. So he still has that one interception that he had in the Chiefs game that he caught with one hand. Um, Von Bell has 44 total tackles, 18 solo, 26 assisted, one tackle for loss, um, two passes defended, and one interception. Sam Hubbard also played in 9 all games. He has 36 total tackles, 23 solo, 13 assisted, 2 sacks, 3 tackles for loss, two pass defended, and one interception. So hopefully Lamar can make him get on his knees again because he was very frustrated that one play where he couldn't get him. Um, Mike Hilton, he's played in 8 games, 32 total tackles, 24 solo, 8 assisted. He has 4 tackles for loss, one pass defended. DJ Turner, the second, played in 9 games, 25 total tackles, 23, 22 solo, 3 assisted. He has one tackle for loss, four passes defended. Trey Hendrickson played in all 9 games, 25 total tackles, 21 solo. Wow, four assisted, 11 sacks. Wow. He has 11 sacks already. That's crazy. 11 tackles for loss, obviously. 3 passes defended. Wow. Dax Hill, which is Justice Hill's brother, he has 25 total tackles as
Did he
well,
hurt?
20 solo. He might be.
No, he like blew his knee out in our game, I think.
Yeah. 5 assisted. He has one sack, um, one tackle for loss. and two passes defended. It's easy to get so mixed up when you're going through the lines and reading the stats. Um, BJ Hill played in 7 games. Yeah, Dax Hill is hurt because it stopped. Yeah, he's out for the season. 7 games, 23 total tackles, 10 solo, 13 assisted, one tackle for loss, four passes defended. Akeem Davis Gafer played in all 9 games, 21 total tackles, 8 solo, 13 assisted, two tackle for loss, one pass defended, and one pick. So that's pretty much their defense.
Right. It's the injuries. Like we said, Orlando Brown will not be playing. BJ Hill will be playing. Charlie Jones and T. Higgins have not been announced just yet, but Eric All and Zach Moss were put on injured reserve this Tuesday, I believe. So there's some two threats we don't have to worry about. So I
Threats.
guess to say hopefully shut up. Wiggins isn't playing. Hope Wiggins. Higgins isn't playing. Obviously Wiggins is playing. So hopefully if that's the case, then we can kind of double Jamar Chase, or he's gonna shit on Brandon Stevens again. So I guess we can get into predictions and stuff right now. And bold predictions, whatever.
All right. So bold prediction. I believe Lamar is just. I feel like he's going to throw 4 touchdowns tonight. And the Ravens are going to win 28. I almost said 28-5. 28-7. I just have that feeling it's going to be a blowout. You got to blow them. You got to blow them out. You bring in a new uniforms, a new helmet, aura. That's all I got to say.
Okay, well, I don't think it's gonna be a blowout. But my bold prediction is they hold them under 28 points. That's crazy. That's a bold prediction. But that's my bold
For a
prediction is they
Ravens
hold.
for a Ravens defense at that, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah, yeah, exactly. So that's my bold prediction. They hold them under 28 points, but I do have them scoring 27. I think we win
Just under.
31-27. 31-27. Yeah, that's my bold prediction, but it's not gonna look great. So I think that 31-27 is my final score. That's my final score of the game. I think the Ravens win. 31-27.
27. Okay.
You got a breakout player of the
So
game?
we're gonna play the game. Rashad Bateman.
All right, I like that one. I like that one. Um, Isaiah Likely. No, I'm playing.
I
Uh,
wish.
my breakout player of the game will be.
Or
I'll say
Kyle
Namdi
Hamilton, I
Medi.
would say.
I'm gonna say Namdi Medibike is my breakout player. I think he gets a sack or two. I think that's
Okay.
my breakout. I think
I
he's
like
gonna
that
wake
too.
up, right? Because Orlando Brown's out, the offensive line's a little weak. Hopefully, we can take advantage of that. So that's my bold prediction, or breakout player of the game.
So that is our bold prediction. BAL. Baltimore ball bold prediction. BBB.
Anyways, big baller brand.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too. Um, but anyways, there you guys go. Those are our bold predictions. I think that's all we got, right?
Yep, sir.
Yep. That's all we got. Hopefully we can get that win tonight, whether it's a blowout or close game. Let's just get it done.
Sir.
Um, but that's all we got for you guys. Make sure you follow our social medias, you subscribe to our channel, like and comment. What do you think the score will be? And what are your predictions for this game? Check out the our TikTok. Jared posts some great content on there. He's cutting up some fire graphics for Instagram. He showed me. So make sure you show some love and check that out. Check our Twitter. And last but not least, check our second channel, Casual Cinema. We're going to be posting something on there soon. And we're Bird Spray Sports, TJ and Jared, and we're
We're out.
out.